Hello everyone, I'm Professor Neerav Mehta from Institute of Technology and Engineering. I'm welcoming to you the session of subject called Automobile System Design. In this particular session, we're going to discuss about example or a case study of lip spring. So let's go for design of the lip spring as we know that. Let's remember or recall those points of lip spring. Lip spring is basically a structural component which provides that suspending effect to our vehicle. It consists of different plates here formed into elliptical shape to have that absorbing effect. And what are the different criteria to have this? There are two limiting criteria we will have. One is maximum stress and another is maximum deflection. So when you are designing the lip spring, you have to consider these two criteria. One is maximum stress or stress, permissible stress capacity, as well as maximum deflection of that spring. So let's have our example regarding to this. So design, we have this example, a design a lip spring for a following specification, which have total load. We have that total load which is 2W as we have derived in that equation 2W, which is here in this case there are four springs. So total load will be 140 divided by 4. So 2W will be 140 divided by 4. Why I have taken 2W? Because in that simply supported beam we have considered is load W as 2W. Clear? I hope you got this point. So 2W will be 35 kilonewton. Sorry, 35 kilonewton. So W will be 17.5 kilonewton. Let's move on to different data. The maximum number of leaves, or so we can say total number of leaves, maximum number in the sense total number of leaves, n is equals to 10. Span of the spring, which is L, or we have considered in that simply supported beam, which is 2L, it is 1000 mm. The permissible deflection, or you can say maximum deflection, is 80 mm. So maximum deflection is given here in this R lip spring case. Young's modulus, which is E is given as 200 kilonewton per mm square, and ultimately permissible or allowable shear stress, which is sigma, 600 megapascal. The first thing what we have to find is, first thing is we have to find is number of spring, number of or a value of that our equation for deflection as well as value for our stress. So first we will going to have we have two equations, so we will have two unknown, which are these two unknown. So unknowns are our cross section area, which is B and T. So what we ultimately we have to find, so ultimately we have to find is B, which is its thick width, and second one is thickness. So our criteria is to find is thickness and is width. So first let's have the equation of stress. So stress in lip spring. So we have that equation sigma, which is 6WL divided by NBT, sorry, NBT square. So ultimately, all I will find by all I got by this equation is not the value of B and T, but we will have that equation in terms of B and T. Clear? So let's put the values, because B T square in this case will look like this. BT square will be 6WL upon sigma into N. So let's put all the values into which is 17.5 into 10 raised to 3, which is our load, into 12, which is 1000. So L will be 500 mm divided by sigma, which is given as 600 megapascal. I have to take each and every value in terms of mm, so it is megapascal, and into 10. So ultimately in our value, in our case, value for bt square will be, or value for bt, sorry, bt square will be, value for bt square will be 87.5 into 10 raised to 2. So value for bt square will be 87.5 into 10 raised to 2, equation number 1. So from the equation we can have this value in terms of t square, or we can have this value in terms of p, clear, and then we will have to find that deflection. So second thing, second point, maximum deflection. So maximum deflection is delta is equals to, value for this maximum deflection is 6 wl cube upon NEBT cube. So let's put this value of BT cube in this case, BT square. So we can write this equation like this: 6WL cube upon NEBT square into T. So we can put this value of BT square as we have found out in previous slide, which is 87.5 into 10 raised to 2. So 6WL cube upon NET into 87.5 into 10 raised to 2. So here you can see that we have only one unknown, which is thickness T. So from this equation we can easily find thickness, or we can say T, which from this. So let's put all the values in this. So T will be 6WL cube divided by NET into delta into 87.5 into 10 raised to 2. This is nothing but delta. So ultimately 6 into W, which is 17.5 into 10 raised to 3 into L, which is 500 cube divided by N, which is 10, into E, which is given in terms of 200 into 10 raised to 3, which is 200 GPa normally, into T, sorry, into here we have taken this T out. So into delta which is provided, or maximum deflection which is provided, it is 80 mm, clear, into 87.5 into 10 raised to 2. From this value we will found out value for thickness T. So thickness T will be 10 mm, which you will find it around 9.37 or something, but ultimately it is 10 mm. From this equation we can find value of B also. So value of B will be look like this. It will be B is equals to, from equation number 1, this is value of T, or you can say thickness T. Value of B will be 87.5 into 10 raised to 2 divided by T square. So it will be 87.5 into 10 raised to 2 divided by 10 raised to 2. So 10 raised to 2, 10 raised to 2 will be cancelled out. Ultimately it will be 87.5 mm. So here final value for your B will be 87.5 mm. I hope you got this idea. We can convert that 87.5 in almost is equals to 90 mm. You can write it like this because it is in mm. I hope you got each and every point about this example. This was one of the easiest example which is asked in a GDU examination. In next video, we will have those difficult examples regarding to the slip spring as well as coil spring suspension. In next session, we will have two or three examples regarding to suspension system. Not only suspension system, but as well as we will have for clutch system as well as brake system. I hope you got each and every point in this example. Let's have recap of this example. Here you are provided total load which is 140 kilonewton. Clear. The number of spring were 4, so the load distribution throughout the spring will be 140 divided by 4, which is 35, and which is represented as a simply supported beam. So it is 2W. So W is 17.5 kilonewton. Number of leaps we have given as 10. The span of the spring from that is given 10,000 mm. Clear. So span is nothing but 2L, as we have seen in previous session of this design of lip spring. Ultimately, you are given permissible deflection as well as Young's modulus and limiting stress. So from limiting stress, we have found out our first equation or established our first equation in terms of BT square. How? By using this value of stress or by using the equation of stress here, and then we have found out the equation in terms of BT square. Now in next part or in another part, what we have done, we have found out value of T by using the value of maximum or by using equation of maximum deflection, which is 6WL cube upon NEBT cube, where we have put the value of BT square, which is 87.5 in the place of BT square. So ultimately from that we have found out value of thickness T, which is 10 mm. And from that value of thickness T, by putting this value thickness T in terms of BT square, ultimately we found out value of B, which is width of our lip spring. I hope you got each and every aspect of this example. This is one of the easiest example of the lip spring. If you are having any doubt regarding to this particular example, you can directly ask me or contact me. Clear? This example is directly from GTU, our GTU question bank, and this is already given in RS Kurbi as well as Satya Prakashan book of automobile system design. Thank you so much. We are ending the session here. Thank you.